Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for re-watching my new video. Again, let's talk about the powerful hurricanes that have come to the Philippines. Many hurricanes have come to the Philippines that have made the country very miserable in its strength, but despite their strength, the Philippines and its inhabitants remain strong and remain happy despite whatever trials come their way. The people here will continue to be strong because of their cultural traditions. Now let's get back to our topic. Top typhoon come to the Philippines. 10. Typhoon Open, Vera, formed July 10, 1983, dissipated July 19, 1983. Highest winds 10 minutes sustained, 140 km per hour, 85 miles per hour, 1 minute sustained, 165 km per hour, 105 miles per hour. Lowest pressure 965 hectopascals, MBAR, 28.5 nhg. Fatalities 127 total, 60 missing. Damage $42 million, 1,983 United States dollars. Areas affected: Philippines, China, Vietnam. Typhoon Vera, known in the Philippines, brought significant flooding to the Philippines in July 1983. The monsoon trough spawned a tropical depression on July 12 east of the Philippines. Although the depression was initially Philippines before weakening slightly over the islands. However, Vera managed to re-strengthen over the South China Sea while accelerating, later attaining winds of 85 miles per hour, 135 kilometers per hour. After crossing Hainan while still at peak intensity and moving into the northern portion of the Gulf of Tonkin, Vera gradually weakened before moving ashore in northern Vietnam on July 18. By July 19, Vera had dissipated inland. 9. Typhoon Milenio, Zhangzhan, formed September 25, 2006, dissipated October 2, 2006. Highest winds 10 minutes sustained, 155 km per hour, 100 miles per hour, 1 minute sustained, 230 km per hour, 145 miles per hour. Lowest pressure 940 hectopascals, MBAR, 27.76 nhg. Fatalities at least 312 total, 1, 2, 3. Damage $750 million, 2006 United States dollars. Areas affected: Philippines, China, Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand. Zhangzhan made landfall in the Philippines, battering the northern islands with torrential rains and strong winds, and causing widespread flooding and landslides. After passing over Manila and emerging over the South China Sea, the typhoon made a second landfall in central Vietnam, also causing flooding and landslides there and in Thailand. The storm was responsible for at least 279 deaths, mostly in the Philippines and Vietnam, and at least 747 million United States dollars in damage. 8. Typhoon Laling, Babs, formed October 14, 1998, dissipated October 30, 1998, extratropical after October 27, highest winds 10 minutes sustained, 155 km per hour, 100 miles per hour, 1 minute sustained, 250 km per hour, 155 miles per hour. Lowest pressure 940 hectopascals, MBAR, 27.76 nhg. Fatalities 327 direct, 29 missing. Damage $203 million, 1,998 United States dollars. Areas affected: Philippines, Taiwan, China, Japan. Damage was heaviest where Babs first made landfall along the Philippine island of Catanduanes. Torrential rainfall rose waters by 9 meters (30 feet) along a river, which inundated houses up to their roofs. Heavy rainfall affected much of Luzon and the northern Philippines, causing widespread flooding and landslides that isolated towns. Strong winds, peaking at 260 km per hour, 160 miles per hour, in Virac, Catanduanes, left widespread areas without power. There was also heavy crop damage, with 222,882 tons of rice destroyed. Babs damaged or destroyed 403,623 houses in the Philippines, with overall damage estimated at 6.787 billion pesos, Philippine peso, $159 million United States dollars. The typhoon also killed 303 people. Later, the storm's high waves injured surfers in Hong Kong. Heavy rainfall affected Fujian, causing 280 million yen Chinese yuan, $58 million USD in damage and 5 deaths. Torrential rainfall in Taiwan, reaching 1,306 mm (51.4 in Yilan City), flooded towns and caused landslides. There were 3 deaths on the island. The remnants later affected the Japanese island of Okinawa with rainfall and high waves. 7. Habagat in 2012, Southwest Monsoon. The 2012 Luzon Southwest Monsoon floods, informally known in Tagalog as Hagupit ng Habagat, Wrath of the Monsoon, and Bagshik ng Habagat, Fierceness of the Monsoon, from Habagat, the Filipino term for the Southwest Monsoon, was an 8-day period of torrential rain and thunderstorms in the Philippines from August 1 to August 8, 2012. Its effects centered on Metro Manila, the surrounding provinces of the Calabarzon region, Quezon, Cavite, Laguna and Rizal, and the provinces of Region 3, Bulacan, Pampanga and Bataan. Not a typhoon in its own right, the storm was a strong movement of the southwest monsoon, Tagalog, Habagat, caused by the pull of Typhoon Saola, Jenner, from August 1 to 3, strengthened by Typhoon Haikui. It caused typhoon-like damage, the most damage caused by rain since September 2009, when Typhoon Quetzana Ondoy struck Metro Manila. The heavy rain caused the Marikina River to overflow, destroying areas also affected by Quetzana, triggering a landslide in the Commonwealth area and collapsing the northbound Marcos Highway. Its damage was nearly as severe as Quetzana's, although the storm did not reach typhoon intensity when the rain reached its peak on August 7. The floods and rain left 95 people dead, 8,428 homes destroyed and 6,706 damaged. Nationwide losses totaled at least 604.63 million pesos, $14.31 million United States dollars. 6. Typhoon Pepung, Parma, formed September 27, 2009, dissipated October 14, 2009. Highest winds 10 minutes sustained, 185 km per hour, 115 miles per hour, 1 minute sustained, 250 km per hour, 155 miles per hour. Lowest pressure 930 hectopascals (MBAR), 27.46 nhg. Fatalities 500. Total damage $617 million, 2009 United States dollars. Areas affected: Caroline Islands, Philippines, Taiwan, China and Vietnam. Typhoon Parma was assigned the name Pepung by Pagasa when it entered the Philippine area of responsibility days after Typhoon Quetzana wreaked havoc on the country. Parma spared the capital and instead lashed the northern part of Luzon Island. Parma added to the damage caused by the earlier Typhoon Quetzana, affecting thousands of families on the north, especially on Pangasinan Province where the San Roque Dam inadvertently released water to prevent its breach. However, in the first week of October, Parma interacted with the incoming Typhoon Malur on the Pacific via a Fujifara interaction, rendering it stationary as it made landfall on southern Taiwan. Days later, the greatly weakened Parma retreated back to Luzon, making further landfalls on Ilocos Norte and Cagayan. The now severe tropical storm Parma then began to wane its strength as it crossed Luzon Island for the second time. It then emerged on the South China Sea as a tropical depression. Parma became one of the deadliest typhoons to hit the Philippines in a decade. 5. Typhoon Frank Fengshen, formed June 17, 2008, dissipated June 27, 2008. Highest winds 10 minutes sustained, 165 km per hour, 105 miles per hour, 1 minute sustained, 205 km per hour, 125 miles per hour. Lowest pressure 945 hectopascals (MBAR), 27.91 nhg. Fatalities 1,371 deaths, 87 missing. Damage $480 million, 2008 United States dollars. Areas affected: Palau, Philippines, Hong Kong, Macau, Guangdong. Fengshen made a direct hit on the Philippines and China, causing severe damage and resulted in at least 1,371 deaths and leaving 87 people missing. Most of the deaths occurred in the Philippines, including 846 of the 922 people on board the Princess of the Stars who were killed when the ship capsized. 4. Typhoon Ondoy Ketsana formed September 24, 2009, dissipated September 30, 2009. Highest winds 10 minutes sustained, 130 km per hour, 80 miles per hour, 1 minute sustained, 165 km per hour, 105 miles per hour. Lowest pressure 960 hectopascals (MBAR), 28.35 NHG. Fatalities 710 direct, 37 missing. Damage $1.09 billion. 2009 United States dollars. Areas affected: Philippines, China, Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand. Ketsana formed early about 860 kilometers (535 miles) to the northwest of Palau on September 23, 2009. The depression remained weak and was downgraded to a low-pressure area later that day by the Japan Meteorological Agency, and after drifting through extremely favorable conditions, it intensified the next day and was categorized as tropical depression by the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration, and was given the name Ondoy after entering the Philippine area of responsibility. The Joint Typhoon Warning Center issued a tropical cyclone formation alert on the depression. It was then upgraded to a tropical depression by the JMA later that morning before the JTWC followed suit early on September 25, designating the depression as 17W. Soon, Ketsana was upgraded to a tropical storm before passing over the Philippines. As it moved into the South China Sea, the storm intensified while moving toward the west, and was categorized as a severe tropical storm by the JMA. Philippine President Gloria Arroyo declared a state of calamity, encompassing most of Luzon after at least 86 people were initially reported dead in landslides and other incidents. Flood water levels reached a record 20 feet (6.1 meters) in rural areas. As of October 24, 2009, at least 464 deaths in the Philippines were officially reported from the typhoon. Typhoon Ruping, Mike, formed November 6, 1990, dissipated November 18, 1990. Highest winds 10 minutes sustained, 185 km per hour, 115 miles per hour, 1 minute sustained, 280 km per hour, 175 miles per hour. Lowest pressure 915 hectopascals (MBAR), 27.02 NHG. Fatalities 816. Total damage $448 million, 1,990 United States dollars. Areas affected: Caroline Islands, Philippines, Vietnam, China. During its formative stages, Mike passed just north of Palau.
There, one person was hurt and around 90% of the banana and coconut crops were leveled.
A total of 1,035 houses and 10 businesses were damaged. Damage on the island totaled $2 million, including $1.3 million in property damage. After striking the Philippines, the typhoon brought widespread damage and was considered the worst typhoon to hit the country since Typhoon Ike in 1984. In Cebu City, 88 ships sunk, the most ships ever sunk at the Cebu City harbor during a tropical cyclone. Power and phone lines were downed and the city lost access to drinking water for 2 days. Approximately 60% of all buildings were demolished and 28 people perished in the city.
Nationwide, 748 people were killed while 1,274 others suffered injuries.
A total of 1,900,000 t (2,094,390 short tons) of sugar crops were destroyed. A total of 630,885 homes were damaged and 222,026 houses were demolished, resulting in 1,110,020 people displaced. Offshore, 159 vessels sunk and 28 others were washed aground and damaged. Monetary damage was estimated at $446 million, 10.8 billion pesos, including $46.1 million, 1.12 billion pesos, from crops, $350 million, 8.52 billion pesos, from public infrastructure, and $49.9 million, 1.21 billion pesos, from private infrastructure. At the time, Mike was the costliest tropical cyclone listed in the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council's database, and as of 2014, is the 7th costliest typhoon to strike the country since independence in 1947. Elsewhere, 68 people were killed in Vietnam, but no damage was reported in China. Typhoon Pablo, BOFA, formed November 25, 2012, dissipated December 9, 2012. Highest winds 10 minutes sustained, 185 km per hour, 115 miles per hour, 1 minute sustained, 280 km per hour, 175 miles per hour. Lowest pressure 930 hectopascals (MBAR), 27.46 nhg. Fatalities 1,901. Total damage $1.16 billion. 2012 United States dollars. Areas affected: Federated States of Micronesia, Palau, Philippines. Typhoon Bofa, known in the Philippines as Typhoon Pablo, was the strongest tropical cyclone on record to ever affect the southern Filipino island of Mindanao, making landfall as a Category 5 super typhoon with winds of 175 miles per hour, 280 kilometers per hour. 1. The 24th tropical storm, along with being the fourth and final super typhoon of the 2012 Pacific typhoon season, Bofa originated unusually close to the equator, becoming the second most southerly Category 5 super typhoon, reaching a minimum latitude of 7.4 degrees north on December 3, 2012, as only Typhoon Louise Marge of 1964 came closer to the equator at this strength, at 7.3 degrees north. 1. After first landfalling in Palau, where it destroyed houses, disrupted communications and caused power outages, flooding and uprooted trees, Bofa made landfall late on December 3 on Mindanao, an island that had been devastated by the much weaker tropical storm Washi in December 2011. 2-3. The storm caused widespread destruction on Mindanao, leaving thousands of people homeless and killing 1901 people. 1. Typhoon Yolanda, Haiyan, formed November 3, 2013, dissipated November 11, 2013. Highest winds 10 minutes sustained, 230 km per hour, 145 miles per hour, 1 minute sustained, 315 km per hour, 195 miles per hour. Lowest pressure 895 hectopascals (MBAR), 26.43 nhg. Fatalities 6,352 confirmed, 1,071 missing. Damage $2.98 billion. 2013 United States dollars. Areas affected: Micronesia, Philippines, South China, Vietnam, Taiwan. Typhoon Haiyan, known in the Philippines as Super Typhoon Yolanda, was one of the most powerful tropical cyclones ever recorded. On making landfall, Haiyan devastated portions of Southeast Asia, particularly the Philippines. 1. It is the deadliest Philippine typhoon on record. 2. Killing at least 6,300 people in that country alone. 3. In terms of JTWC estimated 1-minute sustained winds, Haiyan is tied with Meranti for being the strongest landfalling tropical cyclone on record. In January 2014, bodies were still being found. Thanks for watching.